My perception of the arts of the 90s is that it's about shock factor and testing limits. This can be portrayed in the form of art that the 90s are most known for, music. The new sounds of hip-hop and rap sparked many debates in censorship, race, and class due to their bold words and depiction of gang violence, misogynist sexual politics, and homophobia. Dr. Dre's debut album, The Chronic, received negative feedback from critics, with comments of it being a frightening amalgam of inner-city street gangs. 2 years later, the Notorious B.I.G. released his debut album, Ready to Die. This album, in contrast to Dr. Dre's, was highly praised, even though the shock factor and imagery of the songs was far from being different, such as in the song Suicidal Thoughts. The difference was that society was more accepting and started to warm up to rap culture as time progressed. The grunge music phase started with the change of rock, with bands like Soundgarden, Pearl Jam, and Nirvana. It usually described teen and young adult angst and suffering, such as the song Jeremy by Pearl Jam and Black Hole Sun by Soundgarden, as well as the songs Polly and Smells Like Teen Spirit by Nirvana. The shock factor these songs induce is because they are inspired by events that actually happened. Jeremy is about a 15-year-old boy in a Texas high school that stood up in front of his class and shot himself. By the end of the decade, people wanted something more chipper, not the angry tunes that the early years produced. This is when bubblegum pop was born, creating names such as Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera, and the creation of their extremely risque and sexual music videos and their songs, such as this new wave of music also brought new names of boy bands, like NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys, whose fame and music led well into the new millennium. The works of Kara Walker, Felix Gonzalez Torres, and Kiki Smith produced both 2D and 3D works based on feminism, race, and sexuality, which are topics more and more people began to vocalize on. Though prominent, music wasn't the only thing that was causing an uproar in the 90s. Fine art also caused quite a controversy. Performance artists also enjoyed stirring the pot with their controversial works, such as the NEA4. An example would be Karen Finley's Chocolate Smeared Woman, John Fleck's Blessed Are All the Little Fishes, Holly Hughes' Clit Notes, and Tim Miller's My Queer Body. These shocking pieces were made to give voice to controversy, with their crudeness and the subjects in which they touched upon.